So start out by cooking your jiffy cornbread, and just follow the instructions on the box. And once you get done, or while you're doing that, cook your chicken. You don't need but maybe 1 or 2 pieces of chicken, because you really don't want a lot of meat in this. And get that boiled and cooked very tender, and take it off the stove, let it cool off. And then we're going to start mixing all this stuff together. So you're going to need to cook your jiffy cornbread just like it says on the box. Boil your chicken, and then you're going to need the poultry seasoning, the chicken broth, some salt, Horton salt. When it rains, it pours. Yeah, some salt, and you're going to need some sage, and of course you're going to need black pepper. And then we're going to mix all these ingredients up. You're going to need some celery and some onions, and you're going to finely chop both of those. And we'll get started mixing it up. Okay, you guys, I got my chicken is still boiling, and I've just added a little bit of salt and pepper. And yeah, that's it. I'll be back when it's ready. Okay guys, I'm back, and I think I got everything that I need excuse me, to make this cornbread stuffing. So here we go. We're just going to get started. I got my bowl of cornbread right here, which was 2 boxes of jiffy cornbread mix. Just make it according to the box instructions. And I'm just going to take this and put it in a bigger bowl. And I hope you can see this, because I don't have anybody to hold my camera. I don't know if it's sitting at a good angle or not. Let's just pray. So yeah, just crumble it up in here into a bigger bowl, just like that with your hands. Wash them, of course. I don't think nobody has to be told that. Hopefully not. Not anybody that's cooking age anyway. So yeah, just crumble it in here really good like that, and cook it when it's kind of brown. At least that's what I like to do, kind of dark brown. Oops. Crumble it up, just like that. And this is really pretty easy, especially for people who don't want to make regular homemade cornbread. So yeah. And once you do that, let me just take a look at the angle of my camera again. Okay, I think I'm in a good spot. Once you do that, I'm going to take this chicken that I've cooked, and it's 2 chicken thighs, and that's what it comes out to, about a cup. Just like that. I'm going to dump that in here, and I just shredded it up or cut it up with a knife where it's kind of small. Just dump it in there like that. And then I have some onion right here, about that much. I'm not into measurement, I just take how much I think I need. And I'm just going to dump that in here, just like that. Using my good old handy tools, which are my hands. Then I'm going to take my celery, which is chopped up fine, just like that, and I'm going to dump that in here as well. And I hope you can see that. That's what it's looking like so far. Now I'm just going to rinse my hands off. Okay. Make sure we're still recording, which we are. Okay. And I'm going to take some salt. Just take a little bit. You know how much salt you like in your food, you know, so I'm not going to try to tell you how much. I'm going to take about that much. Just a little bit. And I'm going to take some black pepper. Of course, we can go crazy with this, right? It's not going to harm us. Let me get the shaker. Here we go. I'm just going to take some black pepper. It's taking too long to get much out of here, so I'm just going to put it in my hand. About that amount. And got that in there. And then we're going to take some poultry seasoning. I'm going to put some of that in there. Let's see. A lot of people like to know how much. About that much right there. I think about a half a teaspoon. Really not much on measuring. And, oh, excuse me. Too much black pepper. Now, where's my wooden spoon? I just had it. Just grab a spoon. I got my wooden spoon here. We'll just give this a little toss, just like this. And let's see how that's looking on the camera. Yep, just give it a little toss, just like that. Just mix everything up together. And then, of course, take your sage next. And I like to use a lot of this. Let me get a knife to open it. Since the plastic is still on here. Some people only use a little bit of sage. And I think the sage is really what gives it such a wonderful taste that we all like to think of at Thanksgiving. So yeah, this is rubbed sage, 100% organic. So I use a lot. Look at that. That's probably about one, so probably a teaspoon. I'll put 1, 2, and don't be scared to use the sage. I put 3 of them in there. About 3 teaspoons. And then I'm just going to stir all that up together. If you can see that. Stir it up together. And then I'm just going to let that sit for a moment. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to brown some pork sausage. And I'll be right back. I just wanted to turn the camera back on for a moment. So I'm going to show you that I'm going to use this Jimmy Dean pork sausage, sage flavored. And I'm just going to show you that I'm going to only use a little bit, not much. Actually, I'm going to use more than that. Here we go. I'm going to use about that much. About that much right there. Jimmy Dean pork sausage. I'm just going to put that in my pan. And it should cook in a few minutes. Shouldn't take long for this to cook. Wash my hands again. And I'm going to take the rest of the sausage and put it away, because I don't need that right now. Yeah, let's just wrap that up. Throw it in the fridge. And I'm just going to brown up that sausage, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, just real quick, I'm just going to show you here that I got my pork sausage browning it, and yeah, and you can see just about how much I have in the pan, if I can keep my camera still. So yeah, there you go, just about enough for 2 sausage patties maybe. 2 healthy size sausage patties. So yeah, I'm going to let that brown up, and then I'm going to put it with the rest of the ingredients in the bowl. And I'll be back. Okay guys, my sausage is all brown, so I'm just going to mix that in the bowl with the rest of the ingredients. I have it right here. And there's not much oil or anything on there, so let me get this camera where you can see it. There you go. Yeah, I'm just going to mix it right in here. Not a lot of oil, didn't produce a lot of oil, and that's good. Just going to mix it right in there with the rest of the ingredients like that. And kind of give it a stir or two. Still make sure I'm in camera view because I had to move my camera earlier. So yeah, I've got my sausage in there. Seems like the lighting is so dull, and my my good camera is broken, so I'm having to use a different camera, so hopefully you can see this okay. So yeah, I have the sausage in there. Try to position my camera a little bit better. Yeah. And the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to add our chicken stock or chicken broth, which is right here. Yep. And we'll just make it just as though we were making cornbread pretty much. So make it to that consistency. Not too runny. So, and just stir that up together. Stir, stir, stir. And like I always say, I never measure too much. I just cook by sight, I guess. That's what you call it. And some people like to use their hands to squish this all up together. You can do that. It looks like we're going to use the whole pan. And I usually cook different amounts for the holidays, so the portions would probably be different. So I'm having a little bit of difficulty trying to cook, you know, like one pan or something here. A little bit harder to judge. But that's okay. We're just going to fake it. It's going to still be good because we have the same ingredients. Okay, and I think that's good. So I've got my buttered Pyrex dish right here. I guess you can see that. It's just a square Pyrex dish. I don't know what size this is, but let's see if I can tell. 8-inch. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's like an 8-inch Pyrex dish. And I got it ready. All you really need to do is do just like I did here. I oiled it down with some butter. That's all that's in there, some butter. So we're going to take those ingredients now out of this pan, out of this other bowl. And it's not too dry and it's not too slippery, so it's a little less wet than what you would make cornbread, I would say. So now I'm going to use my handy dandy tools, and I'm going to take this just like that. I'm going to show you in my hand so you can see the consistency of it maybe. See that? So yeah, I'm going to take it and I'm going to just put it in the pan just like that. Grab some more, put it in here, and we just want to pat it down. Sorry, my camera's moving. But it's hard for you to see if I have this camera just sitting on its own. So yeah, just grab it, put it in the dish. Excuse me, just like that. Nice buttered Pyrex dish. And we're going to cook it in the oven on the standard 350 degrees for approximately 45 minutes. Just like that. Okay guys, I'm back and I've taken my stuffing out of the oven and here's what it looks like. And I'm sorry about the bad camera and the lighting. It's really not the lighting, it's the camera. Just a cheap thrill. So it's really not doing us any justice. Yep, and I guess I could cut it. So let me do that. I'll just cut a small piece and show you what it looks like on the plate. I'll just put it right here. It's still pretty hot. Generally, you just wait for this to cool down. You usually don't take it out of the pan while it's hot. But now we're just gonna take this out of the pan. Yeah, you don't want to really be cutting this until it's cooled off, really, because you want it to come out nice And that's what it looks, oh my goodness, too close to the camera. And here you go.